Hello, good morning, and welcome to this Dawn Busters Taste Chat. We have two American whiskeys. The first one, introduced in 1992, is Jim Beam Black. Jim Beam Black, introduced in 1992, and then replaced by Jim Beam Black Extra, aged in 2015. But this is the Black 8-year aged. Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Sour Mash. A regular Jim Beam doesn't say it's sour mash, so that's interesting. See if it'll focus. This was purchased. I purchased this at International Market in Metairie, Louisiana, and it was $32.95 for this big bottle. Big jug bottle. Let's see if it'll focus. This camera has trouble focusing in the dark, but if I turn the lamp on, it'll make too much glare and you won't be able to see the bottle. Oh, man. But we'll try it out a little bit. Here's the competitor, Virginia Black, introduced in 2016. See the camera reflecting in the mirror. It's got a mirror on the glass bottle. Looks like an old 1986 cologne bottle that you'd buy at the mall, like at Dillard's or Macy's. All right. Now it focused. I got 750 milliliters of this Virginia Black for $10 at internet. There it is. It focused. There's the Jim Beam. $10 at international at Savannah Discount. They had a deal like 2 half-size bottles, 5 each. You had to buy 2, so $10. So what a deal, because it runs about $40 a bottle, $35 to $40 a bottle, which to me is far too much. But it's from some Canadian singer named Drake. So, you pay for the celebrity endorsement, celebrity ownership thing. It's produced for him in Indiana by the same people that produce a lot of stuff, Midwest Grain Products. Made a hiss because there's not much left. When you have the whiskey getting low, it'll hiss, builds up like air pressure. That's the last of it. No more Virginia Black, going through 750 milliliters. That's fine. It's done its job. It's been pretty good. It's nothing to get too excited about, honestly. Now the Jim Beam Black 8-year age is really good. The Virginia Black is a blend of bourbons. 2, 3, and 4-year-old bourbons. So we've got 3 different age bourbons, 2, 3, and 4. But it doesn't call itself a bourbon. It calls itself a whiskey. And I think that's because it got flavoring added, which is allowed if you don't use the specific terms. You can see how dark it is. It looks like it's got coloring added also. So let me update the notes. I forgot to put that a couple of things. Sour mash. And the old sour mash brand is it's Old Crow. Old Crow may not be the first sour mash whiskey ever made, but it's the first that we know of. And the man who either developed it or popularized it was James Crow. And that's why they call the brand Old Crow, named after Dr. James Crow from Scotland, immigrant. Okay. Can't look down because one is darker. It smells like some rich corn, but maybe like candy corn, But this one could be too, but there's not much aroma on the second smell. So I think the first one must be the Jim Beam Black, but let's go with the taste. Cheers. candy corn, caramel, creme brulee, like you get with the if you go to the country club and have a brunch. Um, Medium body, mostly dry finish. Ah, I forgot to write the proof on my notes. This tastes like it's higher proof, 86 proof versus the 80 for the Virginia Black. I'm going to set these aside and I want to look, but I'll update that. I'm sorry about that. 86 proof. 80 proof. Yeah. So 40% alcohol versus 43%. Yeah, it could make a little difference, really. Okay. So I think this is the Jim Beam Black. It is. It is. It is. Okay. So was able to tell them apart. Which one tastes better? And now remember, the Jim Beam Black is cheaper because I got a whole handle for $32.95. Although it's no longer produced, it's still available. I found it. I know where to find 750 milliliter bottles and numerous ones. And those are like $21, I think. I'd have to check international market. I'm not planning on buying anymore, so I didn't pay much mind to the. I didn't pay close attention to the price. Virginia Black is a little bland, but it does have that sweetness that, like I say, the creme brulee type of thing. I'm pretty sure they're adding flavoring, although I cannot say that definitively because it doesn't declare that on the bottle. It makes no allusion to that. Well, it does make an allusion to that by talking about finish with a decadent profile. So it's sort of like reading between the lines that they're adding something to it. Well, why is it called a 2-year age? Why is this called 2-year age if it's a blend of 2, 3, and 4-year age bourbons? Well, because the law is you have to go with the lowest age. You could have like a 45-year age bourbon, and if you blended it with a 2-year age bourbon, you would have to call it a 2-year age whiskey. Even though in reality it would be much older than that because of the mix, but that's what you got to go with. So that's what we're going with. So is it good? Is it worth it? It's good. I don't think it's worth it. For $10 on that super sale, $10 for 750 milliliters. Oh yeah, of course, it's worth it. Over $30, heading on to $40. Nah, I don't believe that's the case. Not worth it. Now the Jim Beam Black, yeah, it justifies its price. I don't think you can find it anymore. Let's just check Total Wine and More just for the heck of it. See what we got going on now with the price, just for curiosity's sake. Then we'll close out the video. Jim Beam Black. $32 price, but 4 cents higher. So the Jim Beam Black extra age for the handle is $32.99, and I paid $32.95 at the other store for the 8-year age. So yeah, the price hasn't changed in all these years. $17.99 for the 750 milliliter. So you're going to get a much better deal buying the handle. If you know you're going to like it, and you're probably going to like it, you're getting a much better deal buying the big jug bottle. Because $17.99, that's 18, right? Basically, 18 times 2 is 36. So you're paying $35.98. So you're going to pay $35.98 for two 750s, which is 1.5 liter. But you can get a 1.75 liter. You get extra 25 milliliters, but you're paying $3 less. $2.99 less. So that's the way to go. Okay. Now, if you say, well, I'm not sure if I'm going to like it. All right. Do another approach, make another approach. But I don't think that's a risk factor on that. All right. Virginia Black, they probably don't even carry it anymore because this thing is faded away. got Cajun Fire Big Queen Juicy Porter. Yeah, they don't carry it. It like I say, it's on the market, but it's probably not going to be around much longer. If it goes 10 years, I'd be shocked. One of those celebrity, those celebrity products. They don't usually last. Casamigos, well, that's a different story. They sold it anyway. It's not connected to. Well, it's connected to them because they still promote it, but they don't own it. The guys that started Casamigos. Okay, let's see. I know Walmart sells Jim Beam Black. That's no doubt about that. Yeah, 19.98. So you got to pay $2 more, $1.99 more. But Walmart's almost always a little more expensive than Total Wine, because I think what Total Wine does is they have people working for them that scan probably weekly or daily Walmart prices, and whatever the price is, they'll say, okay, they'll sell at least a dollar cheaper, which does me no good because I don't live close to Total Wine. I just soon say, it's going to cost me more in gas, to get it. But if you lived in a town that had a Walmart and a Total Wine, for instance, Metairie, Louisiana, well, yeah, you're not losing anything on gas. So, yeah, the Walmart doesn't carry. I don't think Walmart ever carried that. Oh well, no loss. It's so niche, you're not going to see it. So the winner, Jim Beam Black, as expected. Now we're going to go back into some more mainstream bourbons versus the Jim Beam, like Evan Williams, you see, Cooper's Craft, those kind of things. So I mean, I have some obscure bourbons like Bellows, Kentucky Straight Bourbon, bottled in Missouri. That's kind of obscure. I don't see it around. I saw it at Savannah Discount. They had some one day. So I bought it. And I was very glad I bought it. It's nothing exceptional, but for the price I paid, it's pretty nice. Okay, so yeah, and then we'll go through the bourbons, the progression. It'll take a while. Although I'm getting low, I'm starting to get through them. I am starting to bring them down. I got the Virginia Black dissipated now, so it's coming along slowly but surely. And then well, to be on to American blended whiskey, for good or ill. Depends on how you look at it. But anyway, thanks for watching, folks, and I appreciate you watching and hopefully enjoying this Dawn Busters Taste Challenge.